Hey guys, it's Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. I'm alive! I know I haven't had any videos up in a while. Life has been busy, super busy, and then super at home, if you know what I mean. Basically, I am just gonna come to you guys with that quick stay-at-home reading rush tag and my TBR. Basically, I am going to answer the questions that Ariel put out a couple of days ago about stay-at-home readathon, and I'm going to talk about what my TBR is, which is the last question anyway. This is a video that I meant to film a couple of days ago and put out. However, we got water in our basement and then we had to pull the carpet up and the bathroom. But who puts carpet in a bathroom? I ask you. The people who lived here before us. So, and we've been here like 11 years, so it's a long time coming. But pulled the carpet up in the bathroom, and then we had to do something with the floors. So for 2 days, I was on my hands and knees scrubbing the cement in the bathroom and the laundry room. And then we painted it and painted the walls and took the toilet out, and it was cracked. So we had to actually buy a new toilet, and washer and dryer are right there, which is not the laundry room. So needless to say, life has not been ideal the last few days because we've been redoing our bathroom. The good news is I have nothing but time, so I can do that. I will update you guys more on quarantine-y things in my life, what's been going on, in a different video. I am going to try and hopefully film this weekend, though it's supposed to be really nice outside, so I might go outside. Who knows? But I am going to try and film a Monday reads, but it's going to be a few Monday reads because I have literally like 18 books sitting over there that I have yet to summarize. So I will do those. I'll break it up so they're shorter videos, and I will also just let you guys know what's up, what's going on. Short story of it, I'm not working. Massages are not a thing right now, which is silly. I get it, but I just love my job. That's all. I really like to work, so sad. Anyway, question 1, how is your reading going while staying at home? Well, the first 2 days I was not allowed to work. So basically they said no massage therapists, hair people, tattoos, nails, all that closed. Almost 4 weeks ago, not quite. Today's the what? Today's the first day of the reading rush, by the way. It's like 5 in the evening right now. And I put on makeup for you guys, just on the lips. And I am wearing pants, kind of. Like, they're like joggers. Though today's the first day I put on real pants in a month. I had to go out, run some errands, life. The first few days, I was really sad that I didn't get to work. Because I do love my job. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I work for myself. I love my job. It's so much fun. And I was sad. So for 2 days, I think I sat on the couch and watched like Schitt's Creek and Friends, and I'm trying to think what else. I just watched anything and everything and didn't move off the couch for probably 2 days. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to read a book. And then I think I read like 6 books in 7 days. And then I found a better balance of things. So to answer that question, I read a bunch, and then I have tapered it off and do more balanced reading as of now. Where have you been reading at home? I like to read in my favorite spot. It's upstairs, and it's just a big chair that kind of eats you, and blankets, and then the dogs come and sit on top of you. It's so fantastic. I've been reading there some, but actually I've been reading in bed a lot. Like, I'll get up, have some quiet time in the morning. Oh, puppy's here. It's snowing, by the way. It's what, April 16th, and it's snowing, and I'm like, oh. But it's a really pretty snow, I will be honest. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 50s, so it's not going to stick. It will probably be melted before tomorrow, which means we'll get to deal with mud in the backyard. Yay! Anyway, I've kind of been reading all over. I've been reading a lot in my room, a lot in the chair, and then I've just been doing some audiobooks, so then I guess I'm walking all around the house. I did listen to some audiobooks while I took the dogs to the dog park for a few days in a row, and that was really nice too. Like, I just walked the loop. There weren't a lot of people there. There were like 2 people there, and it's a big enough dog park. It's beyond easy to not be around other people. So that was nice, and the girls got some good exercise. I did find out that 4 days in a row is too many. Like that fourth day, they were just standing by me and they were like, do we have to do this? So I think every 2 days or every 3 days is a good balance for a life. And then I have been playing World of Warcraft again. I stopped playing for a while because I just didn't have time, but I started playing again, and so I'll put a book in and play my little undead rogue. And it's really fun, actually. And then if I'm playing with a family member, which we have family all over the U.S. because Mark's family is mammoth-sized, I will play with them, and then I'm not listening to a book. But I have been playing and listening. It's fun. Okay, what's the best book you've read during isolation? Ooh, I don't know if it's the best. I'd have to look back on the books that I have read. But I will say a really good one I read, and it surprised me, was One Day in December by a person. I'll put a picture here because I can't remember who wrote it, but I really liked it. And what's weird is it's like a chicklet. It's a book that I read in a day. It was one of the days that I was just like, I'm gonna just read and, you know, eat gross foods and not brush my teeth. No, I brushed my teeth, but I read it in like a day. Like I read, not one sitting, but in a day. It was really good, oddly enough, for a chicklet book with a love triangle. It was a love triangle done well, and I think I had it on my audiobook list because I think people had said that it was one of the best books they read last year, and so I just added it to my list without really knowing what it was about. But it was pretty good. I'll talk more about it when I do a wrap-up, but I did like it. I was surprised I like it. I could say that's the most surprising book I've read during isolation. I don't know if it's the best. It was good. What's your favorite feel-good book? You know, and it's funny is I've kind of been in the mood since the beginning of the year to read books that make me feel good. So I read the Glittering Stones trilogy, the Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, I don't remember what those are called. And then I've also been going through the Lunar Chronicles, and for me, those are feel-good books. Like, they're good books. I enjoy them. And I know what's going to happen. I've read them before, so they're a good, solid reread. I would say those are feel-good books. A book you wish you could buy or borrow from the library. Funny thing, my library is still giving out books. You just can't return them until May because they don't want books coming back with the corona on them. I've been able to get books from the library, which is fantastic. I would say the number one book I would like to get my hands on that I don't have right now would have to be... Ooh, I know what it is. It would have to be the most recent Girl from the Other Side, because I think number 8 came out and the library doesn't have it yet. That means I'm going to have to buy it if I want to read it. I'm not making money, so I'm trying to not buy things, if you know what I mean. An author you want to shout out during this time? Well, I would say Marissa Myers because, you know, she wrote the Lunar Chronicles, and I love the Lunar Chronicles. But I'm actually going to shout out Christina Lauren. 2 people, not one. And I read my second Christina Lauren just this week, and I really liked it. Like, she's, these guys, I'm going to refer to her as a she, even though there's 2 of them. That's just what I'm going to do. She's kind of incredible. Like, it's a romance book, but at the same time, it has more depth than most romance books, at least for most romance books I've read. And has a good plot, and it's well thought out. It has a lot of pluses, and I'm not huge into romance, but I like her, and I have more of her books on my phone so I can listen to them sometime. What is your reading rush TBR? Okay, so I was indecisive. I had only decided on 2 books. I decided I want to try to read 4 books. We'll see if it happens. I don't know. I mean, I'm only maybe a little over a third of the way through the first book, and it's almost done with the first day, but who cares? I'm going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. anyway, so big whoop. Okay, the challenge is read a book with a house on the cover. Read a book in the same room the whole time. It won't be a problem. Read a book somewhere you wish you could go. And read a book that makes you smile. Okay, so the 2 books I had decided on reading was Persuasion by Jane Austen. I would like to go to England, and that is where this bad boy takes place. This is the one I started, and like I said, I'm about a third of the way through this. I am very much enjoying it. I forget how different, I mean, I kind of have to put myself, like my brain, in a certain mindset to read a classic. The descriptions, a little slower pace, and I just have to be like, yes, I am ready for this. And I will admit that this morning I had to leave the house and go run errands and go do things, and I was not in the mindset for this book. So instead, when I came home, I just read it. I stopped listening to it, and that kind of slowed it down for me, which was good and helped me get into it. So yeah, I'm about a third of the way into it. I am liking it. I'm familiar with the storyline. I thought I had read this for years, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I have. So my first time through, definitely reading this one. The next one is going to be the feel-good book, and that is going to be Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophia Kinsella. This is another one that I thought I had read years ago, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I read this one. So this one's on my list, and then funny enough, I have the first one, and I don't have the second and the third, and then I have the rest of the series. So I got the second and the third from the library on the off chance that I am like reading and loving this series. So I basically put a list up on Instagram of picture of these two books, because I knew I was going to read these two, and two other books, and then a second picture with these two and two other books. And I had you guys vote on which books do you think I should read. Like, vote on a picture, because I'm just completely indecisive. I have a graphic novel and a book that has a house on it. And the graphic novel is the one I'm going to read in one spot. The book on the house will be the last one. So basically, I'm just incapable of making decisions right now for whatever reason. So I let you guys choose, and you chose picture number 2, which had Cirque de Freak on it by Darren Shan, art by, I'm not even going to bother. But this is volume 1. This is a manga. I will read this in one place. This is one, I think I bought this last year, and I just didn't get to it. I have a whole stack of like graphic novels and manga. I have one sitting here that are ones that I wanted to get to like months ago and I never did. And then I have a stack of graphic novels from the library sitting upstairs. Like I said, I can't return them yet. And I might pick one or two of those up. But the last book in my TBR, the book with the house on it, is Furthermore by Tahira Mafi. This is not a new book. This is actually, I think it's middle grade. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's kind of an Alice in Wonderland retelling, I think, where Alice is in black and white in a world full of color, and then like her dad goes missing, so she has to go on this like quest to go find her dad. Maybe it's just a coincidence her name is Alice and she's going on a journey. I don't really know, but I'm gonna get to this one too. So that's basically it. Those are the 4 books that I am looking to read / listen to this week over the next 4 days. I think I can do 4. So like I said, I'm a third of the way through Persuasion. My goal is to get about 2/3 the way through this today. This will be my hardest read. I know this will be a quick read, and I know this will be a quick read, and this will be a quick read. So I feel like if I start with Persuasion, then I should be good to go. I might read more than that too. I have a book club book I need to read by next week. We are doing book club over Zoom. So there's that as well. So I think that is all I have. I will have more videos coming to you guys soon. I want you to comment down below with what the best book you've read so far during the quarantine has been, because that was the question I had to think about the most, because I was also trying to think, okay, what books did I read when? Like, I honestly have to go look at my Goodreads or my spreadsheet if I really want to know where I was with the book. So leave that comment down below. Best book so far during the quarantine. I would love to know, and hopefully you guys are participating in this as well, because super fun. I'm already staying at home. I might as well read a bunch of books with everybody else who's super awesome like me. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and stay tuned because I will have more videos coming. Goodbye.